I'm going to take my glasses off so that there's no glare. I took myself out on a date last night and it was absolutely wonderful. I'm going to actually lift this up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I had such a great time. I absolutely enjoyed every single moment. I got all dressed up. As I was getting dressed, I had my theme music going. I have a playlist that has like theme music. I had my theme music going. I was getting in the groove. I was really feeling it and really super excited. I was also nervous at the same time, and I really don't know why I felt nervous. It had nothing to do with eating by myself. I've done that plenty of times. It wasn't that. I think that this time felt very different than any other time that I've gone out by myself. Before I would go out by myself, even to dinner, I don't want to say it was out of necessity before, but it most certainly felt like I wasn't connected to myself. I wasn't connected to my power and the intentionality of really being in relationship with myself on this date. And maybe that's why I was nervous. But I got to the restaurant, which is at the top of a hotel, and it spins, so I got to see a 360 of the city. And when I tell you the food, listen, I love some good food, okay? The food was absolutely chef's kiss, all of the things. For a dessert, there was like this buttermilk, I don't even know what to explain what it was, but it was delicious. Okay, it was delicious. I took pictures. Actually, I didn't take the pictures. My server took pictures for me because when she came over, she asked, "What am I celebrating?" And I said, "Myself." And she said, "Oh, you know what? You know what? Okay, I like that. I like that." And she took pictures. And when I tell you, I said, "Listen, I don't know how we can work this out." But if you can follow me around and take pictures of me, that would be great. These pictures, I was like, girl, like, what? I was loving the pictures. I'll also share with you a video. It's on my YouTube shorts, and see my transformation.
Something to prove. Prove it all to me, cause really what I look like proving shit to you. I've been fly so long, nobody ever taught me, just got up and flew. I know what I know before I know it, knowing it ain't nothing new. Look at this glow on me, look at this glow on me. Look at this glow on me, look at this glow on me. Look at this glow on me, look at this glow on me. Look at this glow on me. Heard him talking, never heard him say a thing. They ain't got shit to say.
I had such a wonderful time. And then I came home. I was completely exhausted, took a shower, washed my face, and I tried to stay up for like another couple of minutes, and then I just went to bed. And now here we are today. And like I said in a couple of videos before, I had a bunch of plans for today. And as it turns out, the weather is not as bad as they thought that it was going to be. But I think it was best for me to just stay home and rest and take some time to myself, which I did all day. The slowing down. If you were to ask me some years ago if I love myself, I don't really know how I would have answered, but I probably would have said, yeah, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I? I wouldn't have even considered the fact that I did not love myself. But the truth of the matter is that I didn't love myself to the degree that I now do. I don't think that I had a complete lack of self-love, but I do think that it was very dimmed down. It was turned down quite a bit. And I'm really investigating that. I really am trying to understand not even so much why, but getting to a place where I can actively love myself, not feel bad about it, not feel shame, not feel guilt. And I don't know why even those emotions come up when I do feel as though I'm really truly loving myself. Last night, I had none of that. I had no shame. I had no guilt. I had no feelings or reservations that I should not be taking myself out. I hadn't even no qualms about being around people, because most of the people that I was sitting around, it was either a couple of people, like 2 people sitting together, or 4 or 5 like larger parties. And so I kind of stuck out because I was by myself, but I wasn't even paying attention to if other people were looking at me or watching me. I was really staring out and just taking the moment in. I wasn't even on my phone. I was enjoying being with myself. And I'm so glad that I'm in this process of slowing down. I'm taking the time to also really be present with each and every moment that's coming up. Really connecting with each present moment, particularly when it comes to good feelings and goodness. I realized that so much of my life, so many years have been spent in a spiral of worry and a lot of fear, confusion, guilt, shame over all sorts of things, just compiled and compacted. And I didn't know how much it was weighing me down. And as I've been unpacking, if you watch a previous video where I talk about unpacking my groceries, as I slowly am unpacking these things from myself and chipping away at these narratives, chipping away at these identities that I've attached myself that are false and that are not true and that keep me completely disconnected from myself and my power, I'm beginning to really see each and every single moment as a blessing, as a gift, as something that really, it gives me this window into the possibility of so many things. I know that sounds like really woo-woo and kind of vague, but there's so much magic now in being able to be present and to be joyous rather than present and hypervigilant and fearful and anxious and worried. And now that I'm beginning to train my body to be comfortable in the stillness of joy, I'm thinking to myself, man, what is possible? What can be possible? You know, I'm talking about manifesting and creating this new life for myself, building a new life. And I could easily have a goal. I could easily say, well, I'm working towards these things. And there are some things that I'm working towards that are tangible in the physical, in the 3D world that I'm wanting to pursue. And yet I'm more and more stripping those things away and stripping them down and just getting to be connected with the pure, true emotion of how I feel. When I look at my current space in my home, there's so much about it that I absolutely love. Today, when I was walking around and just taking my time to luxuriate and relax and watch TV and play with Gizmo, I was moving with such slowness, with so much intentionality, and recognizing all the little things in my home, in my space, that mean so much to me. Things that I might overlook and things that I probably just kind of pass over and don't even pay attention to. I was looking at my bathroom as I was kind of brushing my teeth, and just the way that I've put my bathroom together. I mean, I know that sounds insignificant and kind of stupid or silly, but I was like, there's so much that I'm able to now see myself and how I've built my life and how I've established my life around me. And when I look at everything and I can really truly say that it is me, it's beautiful, it's a blessing, it's wonderful. There's a clip of Tracee Ellis Ross in an interview for a podcast, and I'm going to see if I can put it on here. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll try to do like a snippet.
But the thing about my singledom is I don't mind the conversation because it allows me to transform that question into the other thing, which is how am I choicefully living my life? And how am I curating a life that actually matches where I am? And how am I not waiting for another person or to get to a certain place or a certain weight or a certain age or a certain money or a certain whatever to do the things that I want to do that bring me joy? Exactly. And how can I walk towards those things? And that's where the solo travel show came from. It's something that I always do. And it's something that has been a big part of me living out loud for who I am. And also, by the way, it's been a long discovery of what do I consider fun?
Yeah.
Like other people's fun is not my version of fun. And so I have to figure out how to make that real for me. And that's why now I look around and I'm like, oh, my life looks like me. It actually matches who I am.
She's talking about how her life reflects her and making choices that are based on her joy and her happiness, and not basing that off of other people and what their idea of fun is, and connecting with herself and her idea of fun. And I'm really in that space now. I talked about this in a previous video where I said about getting up and being slow and enjoying my breakfast, and finally kind of stepping back and saying, well, what is it that I want to eat? For lunch today, I had like chicken, and I have this guacamole, basically like guacamole. I have guacamole. And I was eating the chicken, or I heated up the chicken, and I was gonna like have this whole meal. And I was like, you know what? I just want the chicken. And then I'm gonna put the guacamole on the chicken. And that's it. Like I had baked chicken breast with some guacamole on it. So, I mean, I'm telling you all these things, and it's like, okay, what does all this mean? It's just the simplicity of finding things that I enjoy and then doing those things that I enjoy. It's absolutely wonderful. It's beautiful. I really don't have a long video this time. I don't have a lot to say, but I wanted to stay committed to my, of course, Gizmo is going to come up, because guess what? He was asleep, okay? He was asleep on the couch. He was fine for hours. He was fine for hours. Don't put your butt in the camera, please. People don't want to see your butt. Anywho, I wanted to stay committed to my practice of uploading a video every single day, even if it's something that's short, even if it's something that I don't have a lot of information or a lot to share with all of you. I'm going to get back to being on the couch. I'm going to get back to sitting on the couch. And of course, Gizmo's up now, and he's going to get back up on the desk. Come on. Let me give Gizmo some attention and go back to watching TV and just finishing out the rest of my day. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Come on, Giz. I know. Yeah, I know.